You should be eating low-fat foods. Let's talk about it. So, as always, I want to start this off by saying I commend you for wanting to make a change. And there is so much information out there, and you probably have heard that you should be eating low-fat foods, or that fat somehow makes you fat, or whatever it is. But all that to say, that's not true one bit. However, the topic of today that I wanted to cover is eating low-fat foods on the ketogenic diet. Okay, so a lot of people will come in and they are just mind blown. The first thing they want to do is, they get the list of food that we tell them to eat, and they're like, oh, well, I just want to go to the chicken breast, or I just want to go to the tuna because I heard that the ribeye steak is bad for you, which is mind-blowing to me. So I wanted to cover some things, and hopefully this will help you out, okay? So when fat is, matter of fact, let me grab a different color pen here. When fat is removed, what they end up doing is they add in carbs in the form of sugar, okay? So when they add in carbs in the form of sugar, that's kind of a big issue, right? Because if you're someone who's trying to do low carb or the ketogenic diet and get the benefits of not having carbohydrates in your diet, well, that kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? But here's the other thing to realize, is that the fat keeps you full, okay? Keeps you satiated. And so one of the big things that they try to do is, guess what? If they can remove the fat from food, they add the carbs and sugar. Well, that carbs and sugar spikes your insulin, or your blood sugar and your insulin, but your blood sugar. When that blood sugar drops, you get hungry. When you get hungry, you end up buying more of their products. And so without the carbs and sugar in those low-fat foods, guess what? They taste like crap. So fat keeps you full, and it makes your food taste absolutely amazing. Okay, I don't know about you, but if you've ever had and I get it, there's some people who don't like it. We call those weird people. Just kidding. But anyways, fat keeps you full, makes the food taste amazing. And here's the other problem, is low-fat foods have a lot of fake ingredients, okay? They add a lot of, if you ever look at when they remove the fat, let's just take, for example, I don't have it in front of me because I don't buy it, but let's just say low-fat cottage cheese. They do things to it to modify it, right? Or the I can't believe it's not butter spray. When you look at the ingredients of butter, it's like 3 things. When you look at the ingredients of, I can't believe it's not butter, there's like 15,000 things. And I don't know about you, but your body is not made to do that stuff. It's not made to process that stuff. It is a bunch of fake food made in a lab because, as you guys may or may not know, if you watch my other videos, I have this, animosity towards the system that we are a part of here in the U.S. because they are trying to keep us sick, right? If you ever look at the UK products versus the U.S. products, you kind of see where most of our... But anyways, let's not get on that tangent. So the fat in the meat is also where the collagen is. Now, I may spell this wrong, so don't light me up in the comments if I do, but that's where the collagen is, right? And so that's important for your joint, hair, skin health, and a couple other benefits. But here's the thing, is guess what? If you're eating enough fatty meat, you won't need that collagen. And so when you're spending, I don't even know, $90 a month on a collagen supplement to help with your hair, if you just ate real freaking food, and food that wasn't modified, and food that didn't have the fat removed from it, you wouldn't need that supplement. And so look at that. You're watching this video and you're already going to save money. All right, so keep in mind that eating low-fat foods, especially on the ketogenic diet, is not something that you want to do. Okay, now there are times to eat leaner foods. We put our people through, different protocols and various things like that. But making that the end-all, be-all, number one, it makes your food taste nasty, right? The reason a lot of people get tired of eating the same foods is because the same foods that they think they have to eat are disgusting. I remember when I had this whole, I'm going to be a bodybuilder dream. Don't judge me. I really thought that. And, you watch those YouTube videos and the things that they talk about is you got to eat chicken, broccoli, and rice. Well, after a couple months of doing that, I don't even want to look at chicken breast in the face anymore. Like, it is so nasty to me because I thought that's what I had to eat, right? And here was all this steak and just having a little bit of fat, right? Even having the sirloin steak, which is really, really lean, even having that made me so happy because of the fat in it. And it tasted so good, right? And then when I adopted this lifestyle, it's more suitable for me because I love the ribeye steaks. I love the New York steaks. I love putting butter on my food. I love all those things, right? It makes your food taste absolutely phenomenal. And guess what? So then you'll stick to your diet longer because your food tastes so good. The other reason is you're getting a ton of benefits from having fat in your food. And then you're actually able to stay full because it's very satiating, okay? Now, I think in the last video I did my most important ones. So I like protein number 1 in terms of satiety and keeping yourself full, but the fat is a very close second. So you want to make sure that those ratios are really, really good. You want to make sure that you're always adding a fat and a protein to your meal, assuming we are in that type of protocol, but we'll talk about that later. So just to recap, when fat is removed, they add carbs in the form of sugar. So do not go to the store and buy the low-fat foods, okay? Get the full-fat foods. Stop with the low-fat stuff, okay? Fat keeps you full and makes your food taste amazing. If your food tastes amazing, if you're cooking, with some butter or like some bacon grease or something like that, oh my gosh, it tastes phenomenal. Low-fat foods have fake ingredients, okay? We do not want to put fake foods in our body. We want to eat food that isn't made in a lab, right? Because we are not lab subjects. They treat us like we are, but we are not, right? The fat and meat is where the collagen is, which is important for joint, hair, and skin health. So eat the fatty meat, eat the collagen, eat it up. I know some people like to cut the fat out. It is what it is, but that's where all your collagen is. So all that to say, I hope that was helpful. If it was, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. And yeah, I will see you next time.